Hi everyone, welcome back with me, Amy from Spiritual Hands. Following on from our last video where I spoke about a little bit of background about crystals, how they're formed, where they're from, the benefits and where you can purchase them from. I'm now going to be speaking about in this video all about my top 6 personal favourites, just so you are aware of some of the crystals that are out there. Obviously there are many, and if you are looking to purchase your own and get into crystals, then I would definitely do some research on and find the ones that connect with you. Obviously crystals have are good for different things, so it's worth doing some research, especially if it's for healing. You can do this via the online on the lovely internet that we have accessible to us, or a crystal book, like a crystal Bible or something. So you can look at what crystals are specific to what body part or gland, what organ, chakra, and think about things like that really. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight into it. Again, I've got a few cards just so I don't, go off track. Okay, so my first, things what you need to do when you're thinking about getting crystals is ask yourself first, why do you want them? Is it for a healing or is it for, are you trying to attract something? So for example, if you wanted to create or help create a harmonious, calm, relaxing, gentle atmosphere and almost help with anxiety and things like that, then I would suggest maybe a amethyst. Amethyst is very good for that, and that was one of my personal favourites. So this is amethyst and it's a lovely rich purple colour. If it was that you wanted to attract abundance and wealth, so money into your life, or maybe confidence, you've got an ambition with something, then maybe citrine is very good for that. So you've got this lovely citrine, and I think this is like my ultimate favourite, if I'm honest. This lovely citrine, it's yellow mixed with orange, and it's gorgeous stone. If you was after a crystal that can help you connect with your intuition and your spiritual nature, your psychic abilities, a spiritual stone, then selenite is a very spiritual stone. Some people like and want a crystal for protection and to help ground them. So for that, you could look at something like black tourmaline. So here's black tourmaline. Good grounding and protecting stone, an all-rounder. For love energy, creating love energy, attracting love in your life, relationships, that kind of thing, then a nice one is a crystal related to the heart and emotions, and that's rose quartz. So that's really nice. It's this lovely pink colour. It's very nice. For clarity, clear thinking, clear decision making, things like that, help with that, then maybe clear quartz would be good. So something like this. And a top tip here, it's been said that the clear quartz, so you can see through it almost like glass, the clearer it is, the clearer and the better results you get. So that's quite good. It's nice when you're choosing your crystals. Okay, so they are my 6 that I absolutely love, and they're my go-to crystals. I love them, fallen in love with the benefits of them. I use them regularly. Okay, so something else to consider when you're looking to get crystals. So there's 2 things, okay? So firstly, the type of crystal. And what I mean by that is, do you want a raw crystal or do you want a polished crystal? And I'm going to show you. So for instance, I've got some examples of all of those. So here we go. We've got amethyst. So this is raw. And when I say raw, it's untouched. So as you see it is literally how it came from the cave or underground. And you can almost sometimes see a little bit of debris still on there. Okay, so that's the raw one, and this is amethyst as well, but this is a polished one, and it's been sort of modified and polished exactly so that it can be nice to hold and it can go in our pockets and not create holes, and it's for ease of access. You can carry them around, very good like that. Okay, so there's that. Obviously same with a few more examples. So citrine raw and citrine polished. So again, like black tourmaline, raw and polished, and you get the general idea now. Okay, so you've got a clear point here and a polished stone. Okay, so there we go, we got the point. So now there's not a right or wrong answer, it's personal preference. Now I have many crystals of both kinds, so it's not that one works better than the other. It's literally down to how you feel about them and what you prefer, or you might like both, a combination. So that is something to consider, whether you want to go for a raw stone or a polished stone. Another thing to consider is the shape of your crystal, because the shapes have different meanings and different ways of enhancing the crystal's properties. Okay, so what the benefits that the crystal offers, how it projects it. Okay, so I'm going to run through some of the shapes now. So let's have a little look what we have. So tumblestones, what I was just having a little chat about. So this is a tumblestone, and they're usually about this size and smaller, and they're, like I said, rounded and nice to touch and polished. Okay, so these can be displayed in bowls. I've got many of mine in little selenite bowls, so they look nice on display, but like I said, carried around in your bag, in your pocket, if they're small enough, in a purse, things like that. So they're accessible. Okay, another one is crystal pyramid. Okay, so why it's also important to consider the shape of the crystal first is because another way of asking yourself why you want your crystal, because for example, if you were doing some crystal healing and you wanted to place crystals on your chakra points, then it wouldn't be best to go for a sphere, because it would just roll off, things like that. Or again, if you're placing them on display on an altar, you may want a bigger one, or yeah. So this is a pyramid. This is a rainbow fluorite. Now I don't think that the camera is going to give this crystal justice, which is a shame, because it's so pretty. It's got blues, purples. It's a lovely crystal. So this is a pyramid shape, and what this does is it's all about anchoring and projecting. Okay, so this base bit here at the flat bit at the bottom stabilizes the energy from the earth, and then it projects it out through the top of the apex out here. So these are great for popping it on a grid, a crystal grid in the middle, and then you can almost have other crystals all the way around it pointing in, so you're directing your energy. So that's really good. Or again, on an altar, looks quite nice. Another one, so sphere, what I just said. So this one is tiger's eye, this crystal, and it's in a sphere. So a sphere is an all-rounder. It's very good for radiating energy in every single direction. There's not one focal point for this, so that's really nice. It's good at neutralizing and removing unwanted and negative energy, so it's a handy one to have. Okay, so that's really nice. Next, I don't have this crystal shape actually, it's not yet anyway, but you can get crystals in the shape of a heart, and the idea of those is it's all related to the heart and the heart chakra, healing the heart and any emotional wounds. So it's all generally amplifying, especially if you went for a rose quartz heart. It would be very much love and amplifying the properties of that rose quartz, healing, helping with unblocking that chakra. Okay, so what's our next one? So next one is, bear with me, I haven't got it out, that's not good. Not prepared for that one. Standing point. So this is a standing point or a tower, and they come in all different sizes. I've got bigger ones and smaller ones, but yeah, this is labradorite. I don't think the camera's doing this one much justice as well, because this has got lovely blue colours in it as well, which it's not showing you on here. Okay, so towers again, very good for directing and focusing energy. With towers, if you have large ones, you can place them, if you're able to, in the four corners of your room. So it's almost like a grid, like we spoke about. Again, little ones are good for gridding. So you're directing, it's almost like protecting your area. So really nice, directing focus for your intentions. Now, another crystal shape that I don't have, but I probably will end up getting, is an angel. You can have crystals shaped into an angel, and they're very good for connecting to the angelic realm and connecting with angels and guardians. So that's nice if you're interested in that sort of thing. Another one is wands. Okay, so this is an example of a wand. It's selenite. This is wands come again in all different shapes and sizes, and this is a flat one, so it's very kind of square, if you can see, but you can get round ones, and they're very good for healing energy. And a lot of healers use these because what they're designed for is for sweeping through an aura and cleansing an aura. So really nice, actually. And then finally, no, not finally, crystal eggs. I don't have one of these. I've got a dragon egg, but it's not the shape that I'm after. So it's very much an egg shape, and it's predominantly female energy. It's very good for new beginnings, personal development, transformations. So you can almost visualize that egg like breaking and hatching. It's new experiences, so it beckons that. Nice. Another one is cubes. I don't have a cube, but this is as cube-ish as I can go. This one, but you can get a lot more squarer cuts, and very much similar to the towers. You can pop them in the four corners of your room and create like a grid out of your room, if you can. Clusters, I've got a couple of clusters to show you. So this is aragonite. Okay, this is aragonite little cluster, and this is a larger cluster. It's lovely, gorgeous amethyst, and it's a druze. It's like an amethyst bed. This is a large one, came all the way from a cave in Uruguay, so it's one of my favourites. So that is a cluster. Clusters are great for unity, bringing people together. So if you had maybe an office space with a conference room or somewhere where people gather, you might want to display this as the centerpiece in the table, because not only is it a conversation point, but it's beautiful, but it is designed, and not designed, but it's great for unity and bringing people together.